Evening, lovely viewer. Well, this here is Rose Elizabeth, David Austin's new rose for 2022. And Rio Steel, you asked the question how it was getting on, so I thought I'd do a video and touch on this first of all. Now, I have just got in from work, so it is evening time, but here she is here. And I haven't checked out the fragrance as yet. I have given it a couple of sniffs, excuse me, but it's always been wet. And I've been working the last couple of days, but I'm going to give it a test now. But there she is, and I have to say I'm impressed with the flowers. Right, it's a fragrant rose. It is a fragrant rose. And I'm going to put it in the strong fragrance category. It's not as powerful as Gertrude, say. It's not that powerful, but it's definitely a strong fragrance and a nice fragrance. But look, there's much more to come from her. And this flower is it's only a baby still. You can see it's only just starting to open up. And it is in the evening, and on top of all that, it's the first flowers to come from it. Now, when I first saw the photographs on the David Austin website, I must say I wasn't too impressed with this apple blossom sort of colour. But I have to say that I'm getting drawn to this, and the fact that it is a fragrant rose, that is a nice fragrance, you know. I'm not going to try and break it down. I think David Austin himself, they say a mixture of sweet and sherbet. How that works, I don't know. But yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that even more. The apple blossom, like I say, it wasn't something that I was that keen on. I just wasn't, but our apple tree this year, it had a load of blossoms, and I'm kind of thinking that maybe that is not too bad at all. Here's the deep foliage here I've spoken about before, very deep lines. Let me just borrow one of these leaves from the Lilac Ascending that's just started to come through now as well. That's not coming through too well. There's a load of traffic going past at the moment. There's a road diversioning, but the leaves, the texture is rose-like, but the you see the difference there? The lines on it, it's a little bit, just a tiny bit mint leaf-like. It's unlike any other sort of foliage I've had. And you see here, I do get these leaves getting thrown out, which looks like it's aphids or some sort of disease. Just occasionally I'm getting these leaves, but I don't recall this rose getting aphids at all. But plenty of buds. She's going to be a heavy flower, and I'm looking at the foliage, and I think it is going to be a healthy rose. But I'm just going to I like the fragrance. What can I say? Not powerful, but I would put it in the strong category. Right, the next one there was a guy named John. I can't remember your surname, but you asked me about Lilac Wine, an ADR award-winning rose from Dickson's Roses, and here is Lilac Wine here. Many buds coming through. She's obviously still only a young plant, the same as Elizabeth, obviously. Now, when I first got this rose, it was very healthy, a lot of strong growth coming up, and she's doing okay. In answer to your question, she is doing okay. You can probably tell you can probably detect in my voice, it's not doing massively well, but it's only a young plant, only planted this year. So overall, I'm very happy, very happy. There is just one rose that I do want to look at right here, because this one I'm really pleased with. This is another Dickson rose. It's Joy Viela, And this rose has probably just gone over the edge, but it was only yesterday the most beautiful rose. And it's got a fantastic fragrance, medium strength, medium to strong, and a fantastic fragrance, yes. But there she is, Joy Viela, just the one rose. But you know, I planted these all this year. Iceberg has decided to come out to play. She's a few years old, but this rose is going to be getting replaced when I go to David Austin's next week. I'm going to be getting one, possibly 3 new roses. But she's in a pot, and I checked the roots out, and the time is coming. She's been in that pot now for a while. She's not going to go in the ground because of her black spot and lack of fragrance. But there she is there. But I just wanted to touch on this very quickly. I don't know what the lighting conditions going to come out like. Hold on a minute, I can't help myself. I know I've shown you this rose before. You know what it is. You know what it is. Summer Romance. These are the biggest roses in my garden at the moment. Just absolutely huge. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because this one is about to go over, but it's fragrant. We're going to put this. I do apologise about the wind. It's probably very windy. Right. I'm going to put this fragrance-wise. Yeah, that's a Summer Romance. That is a fragrant rose. And then we're going to test it against this one here, Elizabeth. Right, Elizabeth is more powerful. I would still not call it a powerful fragrance, but Elizabeth has got stronger fragrance. Right, lovely viewer, 11 minutes. I can't go much beyond that. Let's just go for a quick, possibly thumbnail. That'll do. Right, lovely viewer. I hope you have a lovely evening.